The moment you identify with your thoughts, you become the thoughts. The thought becomes you. If it's an angry thought, you become angry. That is why they say he is angry. She is angry. You are no more yourself. You are now angry. You have taken on the traits, the attributes of anger. Because you are thinking an angry thought, you are now angry. Always check the connection between how you're feeling and the thought you're thinking. And humans in their collective have this unconscious belief. It's not really a belief, it's not really a thought, it's just an unconscious stuff somewhere in the human psychic that if you don't think about your life, it's falling apart. If you don't think about the things, your life situation, they will fall apart. It's an unconscious belief somewhere that justifies thinking in the human mind. Look, I really wish humans can stop thinking because thoughts takes you nowhere. If you observe how thinking works, it has a momentum. It has a pull. It pulls you. It tells you, look, you really have to think about this. Look, then you now take a conscious breath and come back into the present moment. And the thoughts subsides. And in the next 5 seconds or 10 seconds, it pulls you. Look, you really have to, especially at 3 a.m. in the morning. Look, you really have to think about your life. You really have to think about this. It's falling apart. It's important. You really have to think about it. It has a pull. Now, somebody that is unconscious follows the pool of thoughts, follows the stream of thoughts, identify with every thought. Now you realize that you're not even living your life. Your life is being managed by thoughts. You feel, a feeling that is dependent on the thoughts that you're thinking at a particular time. You no longer see the beauty of the universe. You no longer see the beauty of the earth. You no longer relate with your immediate environment. You don't even see the beauty of your partner. You don't even see the beauty of that flower. You don't even look into the eyes of a newborn baby and see the pureness of being in that newborn baby. You don't even look into the eyes of a dog. Because dog frees you from thinking. If you look into the eyes of a dog, you will see, if you have a dog, try and do this. Look into the eyes of your dog. The dog is not a thinking entity. It's not a thinking being. The dog has no thoughts about you. The dog has no, I don't know how to put it, but the dog is not a thinking entity. That is why you leave your dog in a car to go inside the mall to get something and you come back and the dog is greeting you like you've traveled for 5 years. Even if you beat a dog right now and call the dog comes. It is not thinking. It doesn't think. So the dog is always present in its pureness, in its purity. That's why when you look into the eyes of a dog, it frees you from thinking. At a moment, you'll be like, oh, wow. You don't know what happened to you. What happened to you was that there was a cessation of thinking. Thinking subsided and the awareness that you are came up. Another thing that can actually give you that experience is looking into the sky, seeing a beautiful flower, seeing a beautiful tree. And it's always good to go out in nature and see things that your mind does not know about, that your mind does not know the name, it doesn't know any story. Like you see a beautiful tree that you have not seen before. It is a very, very good moment to be in the present moment. It's a very good time to be in the present moment because you are not labeling. You will see the tree, you will see the beauty of the tree because you don't know anything about that tree. You'll be present. But once you know something about that tree, once you know the name of that tree, once you know, the thing that that tree does, you see how thinking will come and spoil that moment and start, oh, this is an Iroko tree. Okay, if you cut the leaf, okay, you use it to do this, you use it to do that. The mind is always labeling things. That is why humans really wish to be free from their self. When I'm talking about self, I'm talking about their mind-made sense of self, their conceptual, um, sorry, the conceptual sense of self. That is why you see there is an enormous uh, um, um, intake of drugs in this world today. It's not the drug that humans takes that they want. It is not the alcohol. Nobody loves the taste of alcohol, at least. The reason humans consume all these things is because of it frees them. It gives them a moment of freedom from their thinking. That's why you see some people take drugs, you see some people take alcohol, and they are their happiest self. They can even dash you what they cannot dash you on a normal day. It frees them from their self, from the heavy self, from the trauma from childhood, from the pain body, from the trapped trauma, from the everything that have molded you to who you are, all the abuse, everything. Humans have a longing to be freed from this. That is why they take drugs. That is why they take alcohol. It frees you a moment. It frees you from that heavy self, from thinking. But that is not the way we are going, because in the evolution of um, um, consciousness, we humans are not regressing. We are supposed to go above thinking. When you take these things, drugs, alcohol, whatever, you get drunk, you are going below thinking. That's not the way the humans are destined to go. We are destined to go above thinking. Okay? Because the moment you consume alcohol, the moment you consume drugs, it's just a matter of time you get unconscious. We're not going that way. We're going the way above thinking, where you become present, where you become aware, where you become that awareness where the thoughts are rising. The awareness that stand there, that does not follow the thought. You don't let every thought pull you. Someone did something to you 10 years ago. You're just having a good day and the thoughts comes back. I remember I told you the thought will always come. The problem is identification with the thoughts. The thought can come and you just let it be. If you don't think about it, if you don't give it your attention, if you don't follow it, it subsides on its own. The moment you continue doing this, you will see that fewer thoughts will begin to appear, because there is not a stronghold for them anymore. There is no power for them to feed on. You are not giving them the attention for them to feed on anymore. The same thing happens when people start talking about their past, their ex, their past relationship, what somebody did to them. There's a momentum, there's a pull. You will feel it. It pulls you. Even if the other person